Welcome to the spot, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Gators. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. Bringing it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Offense set on first down. Quarterback will audible. Comes out throwing on first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's hard throwing in the pocket. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, pressure got to them and forced the incompletion.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. They'll go to the air. He's got his man. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. And the Gators will hustle to the line.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. They want to get this defense on its heels. Trying play action. Keeps looking downfield. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Running back searching for a hole. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And it's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play call.
Quarterback checking the play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Crosses the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Great protection there. Plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole. Quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
Clipping through the defense. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to a 4. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved in on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He finds his man. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Pretty much wide open here. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to advance on the football.
Going for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just lets it fly. And that pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field. One of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tennessee. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. He unleashes a long one. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And that is a heck of a play by that defender knocking that ball away, David. It looked like that had explosive play at minimum, touchdown written all over it. He was able to show the catch-up speed and knock it down.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, when you're beat, you just got to put your head down, chase as hard as you can. Don't look up for the football. Nice job playing the football in the air. Listen, it was a slow-developing play, a big-time chance to create some momentum with the trick play, but the defense played it beautifully.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Now, 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. And he takes it to to the house. Touchdown, Tiger. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are more than chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he's going to run it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David. Looking for a huge play. Pulls it in on the right. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Lining up with a PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling on until they find an answer.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. So this defensive back does a great job breaking up the football, going up and making the INT.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Across the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gators in the hurry up.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get back.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
4th down coming up.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They're trying to throw the football and just we're on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They're going to test the right side with this one. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get louder.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Now, you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback in.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets it out of there for the first time today and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Running out of time here in the first half. They do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this run. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry up. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab enough for the first. And he's rolled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
It's so important to know where you are. Great job, great hands, great awareness. Make sure you get that grab, possess the ball, and get that foot in bounds.
Not a chance. Missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Gators will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Yates. And he is brought down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Leaves it with the back. Gets him away from trouble. That's a pickup of 6. Mark it at the 10.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll run it. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
I think they call that knowing they weren't going to hit it. So why would you call that? Well, you call it so third down because third down is not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Coming after it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Using his feet. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
No mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Powers through the defender. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
That's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard for them, these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against us. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got us.
Unloads it downfield. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Trying to take it back. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you some spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life in this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent. The things they did right, the things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll go to the ground. We'll give them a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Let's it fly. And he was trying to cash in the end zone, and this is red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn! And the stomping has commenced.
Number 7.
How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
1st and 10.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake. And now, let's get this offense in a little bit of rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here. Just give him some easy looks to let it get on.
He's looking to throw it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, you're making a positive out of it. At that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that.
Going for it all. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's got room. Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Tiger. And the pummeling has started.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown of the season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
1st and 10.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They believe if they can run right here. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
Tackle at the 19-yard line. Second down coming up. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Auburn 42, Florida 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy completion. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stops right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On second down, they'll take from the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Wide receiver shows motion. On third down, going up top. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? Touchdown, Tigers. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slaughter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Akron rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Breaks the tackle. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They're getting this guy lathered up.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football. They want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward. Man, this was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Time to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Florida.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And here we go, final play of the game right here. And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. We'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.